You good? Okay. What was that reception like when Gravity finally dropped? You said the album was in stores and you didn't even know it. What was that reception like from the general public when you finally got to hear when Gravity dropped?
Yeah, man. I think like honestly, like Gravity was like, man, the love song was like that joint, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but unfortunately, it was just unfortunate, man, because like I said, we was already fed up with the label. So it was like we didn't really support Gravity. We didn't do no shows. Like we ain't like we stepped off. Cause Bridget, yo, if the thing is to be popular, then that's one thing. But our thing wasn't to be popular. It was really like trying to, you know what I mean? Like make our mark. Like we wanted people to hear the joints, you know, to know that we had joints, you know? And we just felt like
Right,
Warner was just gonna throw our stuff out there and they didn't really care, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Did they just push one single? Was it just one single for that album?
like I said, we stepped off. So we had Love Song, we had 3 MCs with Try with Q-Tip, we had joints, but it was like, yo, what am I gonna do? Imagine we are gonna do a song and everybody know your face and you on the train. You ain't getting no money from it. You broke. So that's when we started to understand. Damn, the money part of this thing is like crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Right,
Not just about do you have skills and so you should get paid for that. Nah. It's a whole nother thing.
right,
It's a whole nother thing. Like, you know what I mean? The money gotta be there.
right.
The money gotta be there. Like I don't care if it's, you know, your executive homeboy, somebody behind the scenes, you know, somebody passed away and left you some insurance money or, you know, local drug dealer push the thing for you, but there gotta be bread there somehow on your side.
Right.
Back then. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, now, I mean, I know they do 360 deals and the artists get a nice check early. But for us, man, you didn't get a check early. You got your budget. A lot of cats was even skipping town with budgets.
Mm,
So the labels was real leery, like, oh, you didn't just get your budget. You had to go, they signed checks, you know, they paid for you.
right.
You know, and after a while, they started to get cats that would get their own label. What happened was the labels didn't know what to do with cats. So they would eventually let, you know, that's when you're gonna let, yo, listen, let Puff handle these cats. Puff knows how to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, let whoever the exec was, they would trust that one cat that they could talk to that could organize the other wild cats. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you had to have a cat like that that could go in and be like, nah, I know they crazy, but I got them. They'll be there on time. Don't worry.
Right.
You needed that slick talking dude in the camp. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I imagine at this time you guys ended up parting ways with Warner Brothers. Where does the Bush Babies find themselves?
Yo, back in our life, brethren. Back in life, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like our people. Just like
Right.
regular people, man. You know what I mean? We was ripping and running. I mean, we would work, like do shows here and there, a little writing, production, you know what I'm saying? I even did a little bit of movie work, stuff like that, you know? I mean, you know, you kind of bounce around and eat. Um, but like again, I don't now, you know, a lot of brothers are more savvy, and we've seen the years, you know, you've seen all the examples and you got the online thing and stuff, but um, you know, back then we was trying to figure it out, man. So if you really didn't have that mentor, like you needed a good 5, 10 years of bumps and bruises before you even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even got it popping, you know, or you got lucky with a joint that really made bread. You see what I'm saying? Like a joint that really made bread. You know what I mean? Or you was just the guy. You had to be top of the list. You know what I mean? You had to be Nas. You had to be, you know what I'm saying? Top of the list.
Right.
Everybody else we was all hustling, man. We was all grinding. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I ain't counting nobody pockets, but nobody was driving around with Benzes.
Right.
You know, we was all just out, back out, look, see them jobs, all type of stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble, trying to do the wrong thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting in trouble, all of them things, brethren, to be honest.
Right. Personally, what was Jamal, what has he been up to over the past few years, and what do you currently have going up? And what is the status of the Bush Babies at the moment?
So, all right, so, well, okay, so, bam, loaded question. So, to answer, try to remember how you asked it. So,
Let me
me,
break it. Let me
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
you
yeah.
for you personally. I threw too much in there. For you personally, what have you been doing to keep yourself busy over the past several years, and what do you personally have coming up?
So, I've been blessed, man. I was living in Cali for a while. Um, you're doing some film stuff, writing, and doing stuff like that. And then I linked up with a good brother of mine, Jihad. He was from Chicago, and he was out in LA. He was always a marketing head, and a lot of music heads were transferring, you know, from that street team energy, the marketing that was happening for records was transitioning into more mainstream, like what I'm saying, more like brands and conventions, and what I'm saying. They wanted that street team energy, so I was able to do like side work with him, just to keep bread flowing. And long story short, man, I kind of ended up getting into it, and we would do events. So I would go and I would manage teams of guys, like imagine like a street team, right? And but we would start doing this for major brands. So I moved up to Oakland, and I was like managing the Oakland A's stadium. We had some programs up there with GMC, like 30 cars, GMC brand new cars and all that. And we positioned them around the thing. And I got the team out there talking about, and promoting and passing stuff out. So I did that for a while, and man, that was a blessing. Like I really fell into it because it was similar to the music vibe. You know what I mean? It was like organizing heads, like, and events, which I was familiar with. So man, I still do that to this day, man. That's been like a major blessing for me. I'm with a heavyweight agency now. Um, Man, we do incredible brands. It's been a blessing. Um, and a lot of the wisdom that I learned just the music days and just in the hood, man, it you'd be surprised at how far and how much it translates in just regular life, man, and just even a corporate setting. You know what I'm saying? Because people sometimes don't know how to talk to people. People get flustered. You know what I'm saying? People have their own agendas. Like, and when you from where we from, you can kind of cut through a lot of them feelings. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
once you learn how to talk the talk or talk the language with them, then you sit them down and you're like, look, man, look, I feel you, I know. And then once you say you feel them and you from the hood, they be like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then you
Right.
be like, yeah, man, but on the street, this is how we do it. And you just gotta look at it like this. And they be like, I love that guy. And it's so simple to us because we face, we face a lot. We deal with a lot of struggle early. You know what I'm saying? So we tend to have a different temperament when you could survive that.
Right.
You talk to a brother that's locked up, man, he gonna give you a lot of positivity unless he new in the game and he out there wilding.
Right.
Most of the OGs you talk to gonna tell you like, look, bro, don't do that, man. Here's what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I always say whenever somebody rah-rah and really like they early in their journey, fam. You early in your journey. You get locked up a couple times, get shot a couple times, you'll talk different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but I say that to say I've been blessed. I've been able to dodge all of those um, that crazy life, to the most high, and now I'm doing things with major brands. I didn't want to name drop the company because I don't know if they're ready for our hip hop world yet. So I keep it a little bit separate for a little while.
Mhm.
But I think they're gonna be excited about some of the new stuff we're doing, which segues me into your other question, which was what are we doing now? And recently we re-released Ambushed and Gravity on vinyl, cassette, CD, the whole thing. Little T-shirts too. That I think I got the joint on now. Represent for hip hop. We represent for hip hop. Like just little stuff like that. But you can get it. If you go to the Bush Babies Instagram, you'll see the link up there, and you can get the vinyl or whatever else like that. So we re-released it with a group, a company out of Europe that's like just like they like a Fat Beats, man. You know what I'm saying? They like B-boy, like they really put on for the culture. They try to put out a lot of, 90s and you know what I'm saying, just groups that may have fell through the cracks too. So that's been a blessing, and they dealt straight business, proper business right away. So they're called HHV. So for any, labels, groups, cats out there, they're a good company to reach out to, man. They solid. So that's available now. And recently, especially after the whole pandemic thing, man, like, I've been back on my recording, man, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to do this for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to like have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Like to before we pass away, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
get back in and have fun, but for a different reason, man. Like I know we all gotta eat. I get it. I'm not saying like, yo, get your money. Like do it. Do it with intention. But damn, man, sometimes you just wanna just rock out, man. Just, fire track, like, and just not be pigeonholed by it gotta sound like this, it need to be this, it need to be that, who gonna play it, how many followers I got. Like, yo, Bridget, I just hope that if you continue to do good tunes, that you know what I'm saying? Brethrens like you will be like, yo, let's do an interview. Yo, you know what I mean? And it just happens. But that's a scary thing if you don't have bread. And so I've been blessed, like I said, to transition to a solid career where, I run events, do brands, like I work from home, like it's a creative space. I get on the phone, go back and forth creatively, get things done, and as an MC, man, I remember with Bush Baby days being home, just like, yo, what do we do today? Like we ain't had nothing to do. Like you writing 5 rhymes a day? Like really? Like you're not. You're
Right.
not. What do you do on the off time? Like now it's a little, like we more connected, right? But back then it's like imagine no cell phone or nothing, and you going to the block or you going to hang out. The outlets were more limited. So now being able to, now that the rules aren't like that no more. I could be a CEO here, be a rapper, do this and paint pictures and be an artist and I could do it all.
Right.
Before we felt more pigeonholed, I think,
Right.
and now we've seen other brothers branch out, so it's almost like gives you permission to just do you. So I'm back doing me, and of course my brothers is right there with me. We just shot a video, the three of us are in. Uh, Mr. Man's on the hook, Lee Major was there. Me and him been in the studio a lot, penning, um, man. So I got about I'm gonna shoot. I'm going down to Jamaica in June. I'm gonna shoot a couple more. I'm not really gonna start leaking and stuff until I got like 4 or 5. It's kind of like you don't want to have one joint out.
Right.
Yo, check out my joint. Nah, it's like I'd rather just boom, 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 just hit you for a month with joints, and then we could talk after that. But
Right.
that'll be coming. That'll be dropping probably. Start leaking stuff this summer, man. So June, July. So hopefully you and I can link back up and and
Absolutely.
revisit and build. But if you check on my page now, there's little sneaks, little sneak peeks and stuff out on there on the Bush Baby page too. But um I think what I'm doing now is opening up the door now again for features. So scheduling permit anybody that need a hook or just want to rock. Just all they gotta do is reach out, man, and we're gonna do something.
Very dope. Is there a target date for the Bush Babies album?
So Bush Babies, we haven't really sat and said we were gonna do an album together.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been recording, like, and
Okay.
then like they're jumping on joints too.
Got you.
Um, So I think it's more so. I think it's more so like I don't know if it's album driven. You know, I think it'll probably start as just songs, singles. You know what I mean? Just records, like kind of back in the '80s, right? Like 45s. Like let's just drop joints. Like
Right.
I don't know. You tell me. Like, 'cause I'm gonna look to a young head like you. Like, what are they doing now?
Well, to be
Is it
honest,
albums? Is it EPs? Just
to,
drop songs? What are we doing?
to be honest, I'm probably older than you.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
You're mad. You
Yeah.
see, where you from?
Indiana.
Indiana?
Yeah.
What?
You know the Barnes you spoke of earlier?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm out
you.
that way.
Listen, I'll tell you something. For the past 10 years, every New Year's Eve, every New Year's, I was in Indiana
Wow.
because I used to manage a team for the auto show. But the indie auto show is right there, right after Christmas, right through New Year. And you know the convention center?
Yeah.
And I would get the hotel connected car. It's too cool. I don't go outside. I walk through the buildings. Y'all got all the buildings connected, so you don't gotta go outside.
Right.
But for 10 years, brethren, every New Year's Eve, that's where I was at, Indian, your city.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't spend a New Year's with my wife until last year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So I
still
gotta give her,
you
gotta
still
give
come
her
out
her
this way?
props.
You still come out this
I
way?
I haven't. The last time I was for the Meekum. You remember Meekum, the Meekum auto auctions? Have you seen these on TV where
Uh-uh.
they auction off the old school cars?
Okay.
You've seen them. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't know, but you've seen them before. Where the
Right.
dudes be doing the bidding, talking all fast, and they auction off the cars. That was the last time I was there last year before the pandemic. Um, but I got a couple peoples out that way, man. I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised you. Where you live? You living out there now?
Yeah, man. About 30 minutes from Indianapolis.
Wow, you eat healthy, huh?
I wouldn't say that. Just blessed. I guess I stay away from stress and all that negativity, man. So,
There it
you
is.
know,
There it is. There it is.
yes. So
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I appreciate everything you've done for the culture. I appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you,
Um,
man. Sorry for cutting off on you, and now you got the crazy angle. But
no, it's all
we'll
good. Everybody
next
hung
time we
in there.
revisit. Next time we revisit, I'll make sure I'm in South Florida, so I'll get the palm trees and the water, and we'll do it that way. Next time we'll do it earlier in the day, so I can hit you with the background and the paradise background. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Let's definitely keep in touch. Can you shout out your social media when everybody can keep up with Jamal and Bush Babies from here on out?
Yes. So, Bush underscore babies, BABEES. And then my page, man, listen, I've been contemplating this too, but I decided today with your interview that I wasn't gonna do no separate page fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like this I'm a page. Me personally. You know what I mean? I was even thinking, yo, let me take my kids down. I don't need people look at my kids. You know what I mean? Because we from that day, we're like, yo, you don't even know where I live at, know my seed, know my. But I said, nah, man, it's a different time and people open and connection with people is important. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Jamal, JAMAHL underscore light, LIGHT underscore Hannah, HANNA. So you have my MC name, I have my given name. You see it. So just keep the link, man. We gonna work and we gonna interview again. And I like real man, I want to give you your flowers, man. I like what you're doing, man.
I appreciate that. I
I
appreciate
like
that
what
so
you're
much.
doing. Yes, and I see and I know you centering it around the history side of it. I wonder, I would love to get like some young youth's perspective to you see me? So
Right.
like, yeah, so like, maybe down the line, like have a little talk when 3, 4 we get on.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
yeah, that way we get to the young and the old get to talk and you know what I mean? So anytime any ideas like that, I'm
Yeah.
down, Bridget.
Absolutely.
Just
We got a platform, so we got to utilize it, especially while the legends are still alive. We're losing them
yes,
at an alarming rate. Thank you for letting me give you your flowers. Big shout out to Lee Majors and Mr. Man as well. Thank you
yes.
guys for everything that you've done. You've changed and shaped the culture. And anything you need, I'm here. Just let me know.
Oh man, appreciate you, my brother, and I'm gonna take you up on that offer, soon.
No doubt, no doubt. Take
Yeah,
care of
and
the
when you and
family.
listen, when you come, when you forward to South Florida, when you're getting cold out there, you can't take it no more. Just link me, we'll hang out a little bit in South Florida and show you the ropes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll take you up on that as well.
See it? All right,
No
my brother.
doubt.
Bless.
Blessed. This has been
Give thanks.
episode 130. I'm with the legendary Jamal from the Bush Babies. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And I'll see you again, Jamal.
Yes, I. 1:30 early.
No
Boom.
doubt. Salute.
Bless.
Peace.